It's Kenny and Bean, both very high Fargo rates, and looking forward to a really good match here. So they've lagged. How did you find the tables for the event?
Look, they were nice and fast, which is always good.
Yep.
Nice, clean cloth. So, no, we quite enjoyed it. I just loved having so many ladies in the tournament this time as well, Stuart. Just got to that 20 number, which I think we haven't had for a little while. So
yeah,
hopefully we can keep building on that.
I'm hoping so too, and it's it's good to see a good variety of talent as well. Like, obviously, I'm sure all the ladies would agree that Bean's the hot shot, if you know what I mean. But you've got Kenny, you had Lyndall, you had some other good players, all fighting through to get to the sort of the pointy end of the tournament. And it's great to have 20 women. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen those sort of numbers, and hopefully some of those ladies that have played with some of the local Adelaide girls will come up to some of the other events, whether they can travel or whether they've got the money, but it'd still be good to see a few more ladies. So it looks like Kenny has won the lag, and she's ready to break. So it's alternate break, it's race to 7. Now Kenny hails from Indonesia, I believe. So she's worked with a lot of those top Indonesian players, and she's a very, very capable player.
Certainly is. I didn't play Kenny this weekend, but have before, of course. But I did run into Bean, the brick wall that she is, yesterday in the round robin.
Oh, right, okay. And how did that go? As expected, or you played okay?
As expected. No frames for me this time.
Wow.
I did celebrate one time in New Zealand getting a couple of frames off her, but not to be this weekend.
She's pretty ruthless. But I guess you don't get to a 720-odd Fargo to... she's used to playing all the men, I guess, and, that's what she does. She's very competitive.
Oh, just great to watch. They both are.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they really enjoy that, challenge between them, and it was good to see Lyndall in there as well. So that's great. So Kenny has elected to take the solids. Let's see what she's going to do here. Looks like she's going to take that. She's looking at that 4 ball, I think, in the corner. So she's going to try and hold this, draw it out for the 2 or the 6. She's going to land on the 6 for the middle. That's a very nice shot.
Nice to get that 6 out of the way.
Yep. Good to move it. And look, that's what the better players do. They look at their problem balls early on and they say, hey, let's get rid of it quickly. So she'll probably just do a small, soft draw shot, bring herself out for the 2 and try and leave an angle so she can get back up to the 3 and the 7 up the top of the table. Yep, she's just looking at where she wants to land. She'll probably stun through past the 14 and the 10 there, I'd say.
Right down the alley.
100%. Okay. See where she lands.
Doesn't want to be too straight, just a bit below.
Yeah, she wants some angle on that too. She definitely. Oh, she's gone for that and missed the pot. I think sometimes when you're going for a specific position, you can, if you just take your eye off that contact point or your aiming point, in your stroke, you miss it, and you're too worried about the position. Now, Bean really, there's not too many problems here. She tried to draw her up for that 9 in the middle, and she's gone a bit high. She'll probably end up taking that 13 in the corner, I think.
Or the 10 or 11.
Yep. I was at the 11, is it? Sorry, I thought it was the 13. I keep having trouble.
I think it's the 11.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. We're a bit far away because we don't want our voices carrying off onto the table. Leanne's having a quick look.
No, you're right. It is the orange.
It is the orange. Okay, so it is the 13. Yep. She may take that stun follow, but she could also take this 15, I think it is. Clear that.
I think it's fair to say that she would know better than me.
She'd know better than both of us, let me tell you. 719 Fargo. You know, like, without all of the top Asian players, she's number 4 on the Fargo rate in the world for the women. And Kenny's like number 60 or something. So we're not talking about women that can't get in there and compete with the boys, you know what I mean? So it's fantastic to see.
I did read a really interesting article on Fargo's
Yep.
the other week, and it was talking about when you're in that sort of 700, high 600s is very, top pro female.
Right.
And the 700 is really the 5% kind of mark. I shall have to find it.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a good article to have a read. And I mean, obviously the women, like she's played Kelly Fisher, I believe, and actually beaten her, I think, in the Amway Cup. So, and I think Kelly's number 1. So you got girls like Jasmine Ocean, Kelly Fisher, Alison Fisher. I mean, these are all household names amongst the pool community. So the fact that Bean is out there competing with those women and beating them, fantastic achievement. I love the fact that Kenny and Bean are wearing the shirts that I sponsored them with.
I did happen to notice that.
Yeah, I sponsored them with those shirts because I knew that they were pretty much the top 2 females in the country, and I wanted to give them something just to say, hey, get out there and give it a go, and that's why I'm always happy to sponsor the ladies' events, because I want the more girls playing, simple as that.
Here we go.
Oh, there you
Stuart,
go.
I did save it. Over 700 is a top regional player in the US, and there's only about 300 players in that level in the US. So that's not just women.
That's men and
that's
women.
Overall.
Wow.
World-class female player.
There you go. Well, she is. And that's actually how Bean was fortunate enough to get her permanent residency. I was a part of the whole tribunal that we had to go to the Department of Immigration and I had to sit in there and present on her behalf to say why she should be accepted as sports excellence. There you go.
Kenny's no slouch. Only 30 players per million over 600. Fargo.
For the women?
Overall.
Wow. That's amazing. You should send us that.
I will.
Yeah. So
I might put it on the stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Put it on the stream and share it with Fleur, because I'm sure she'd love to put it on our website as well, the upper website.
I was only reading it the other day. I thought it was very interesting.
Yeah, excellent. No, I like the guys at Fargo. They're really good. So Bean has made short work of that small error there from Kenny and has made her pay. She's now got the break, so she'll be breaking to make it to 2-0. So here we go.
I think race to 7 is a good length.
Yeah, I
of
mean,
a
obviously.
race. I think in 9 ball perhaps a bit longer, but I think 8 ball.
Yep.
Those games just take that little bit longer.
They do. Sometimes I find there's a bit more tactical play, especially if you're on, like you got 1 ball left or you're on the black and your opponent's got 4 or 5 balls. They're generally hiding, keeping you tucked away until you can actually open up that black or make a mistake. So, I tend to find that you're right. I think race to 7 is good. It's not too long, and it's still a decent enough race for the girls to have something that they feel like it's a reasonable length. So let's watch Bean's break here. I mean, the break is so important. It really is. I mean, it makes...
I broke dry most of today. It was makes it very challenging.
The tables were breaking so hard. I was finding it difficult. I was trying to give them a good whack, and they still weren't bloody going anywhere. But let's see what she does. So she's slightly off centre. She does a pop break. And it really just slid along the bottom of the rail. She's made the 7 in the side. So let's see what she takes here. Can we get the side angle, please, Chris? I just want to see what she's got there. She's got that 13, and she could probably nick that 14 or 10 or whatever
10,
it is.
I think it's 10 or the 10.
I think it's the... God, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, let me tell you. Bean's just looking at all her options. Now 8 ball is not her strong suit. She's very much a rotational player, so she likes the 9 ball and the 10 ball. And I think that's actually why we missed quite a few of the Queensland players, because they really like, the Ivans, the Alvins and all that sort of stuff. The Roland don't prefer rotational pool.
So in Adelaide this time, after a Sydney earlier in the year, is there a plan, Stuart, to sort of get around a little bit more?
Yeah. So it's been a bit difficult because we've been doing a bit of planning for this event, and I've sort of earmarked that I want to have Queensland take care of the Open 10 ball, which is later in the year, and I'd love for Victoria to step up and take on the Open 9 ball, which will obviously be next year because we've done the 9 ball sort of season, then we do the 8 ball, then we do the 10 ball. So what we would be looking to do is hopefully have a club from Queensland, whether it's Q9 or one of the other ones, to step up and host. So I'd like to have the Open events separated out to the other states, and then that APA would run the national events, which generally have the world titles attached to them, that we will run those ourselves in New South Wales. So we'd run 3, and then the other 3 will be spread out. So it gives all of the states a piece of the pie, gives all the rooms an opportunity to, showcase their services and their products and their rooms, I suppose, and it gives all the players an opportunity to travel around a little bit.
So I busted a zipper on a Q case today.
Really?
Stuart, so I've been looking for a reason to get a new one. You wouldn't know where I'd be able to find one, would you?
I might know a guy. Look at that. She's looked at that and seen where she would start down to. And, that zipper didn't break on by accident, by the way.
It could have happened at the other end of the flight.
Yeah, where my phone went. Oh, that's a story that I don't want to relive. Oh, my goodness. So I think she's come up a little bit short of where she wanted to be. It was actually a tough little stun shot. Yeah, she wanted to land.
This is tricky here.
Yeah, she's either going to play it safe, because that's the one thing about Bean's experience. She'll look at it and say, there's no out here. I've got to take my medicine. There's no point in me taking this on, because she knows what Kenny can do. She knows Kenny can run out.
Oh, absolutely. I think she'd like to break these two up, though, or put them in a more favourable position.
Oh, 100%.
In the art of doing that. So if you can find something that makes her more favourable on these two balls as well as safe, maybe run the white down to the bottom rail.
She's going to draw back. I think. Or she's going to try and park this on the 2. Yep, she's drawn back to the bottom rail. Put some distance.
See, I would have done it the other way, but that's because I don't have a draw shot like Bean.
I don't think half the blokes in the room don't have a draw shot like Bean. But she's done well. She's put distance there. But, Kenny now will step to the table. She's either got... I don't think that falls on. I don't know if that's... I think that's the 5. I think, that's the 5 and that's the 3. So that's the 5 ball.
Yeah, it is.
So she might have a shot on the 5, which is what she's looking at. So she's looking at where's the white going to go after she makes this 5 ball. That'll definitely clear out the pocket for the 2 and the 6.
The black's going to be...
The black's going to be a little bit tricky. She probably want to work her to try and move that around. Or she could try...
Do you think she might do that now, or when she goes the 2?
I think because she's... Because it's a longer shot, she's just going to play at pocket pace. Nope, she's played safe. She's got the double kiss there, and that has given Bean an edge on that 12, or I think that's the only shot she's got. She's actually done very well there.
Get Bean to move it for her.
I think what Bean might do here is play the 12 off the 2 and park it in front of the 3, maybe kill it. She's just looking at where it's going to go, where's the white going to go, and where things are going to track. But, 8 ball is such a hard game to commentate on because there's so many options. It's not like 9 ball. You're shooting the 1, you're shooting the 2. That's simple. But there's just so many little tactical things that you're thinking about. So I think she's going to try and come off the edge and put the white ball up into that top corner, left-hand corner pocket. She's looking
That's where she's looking.
Yep, she's looking at the line. Where do I need to leave it to leave Kenny little shot?
Well, thanks for saving me with that commentary. I was just, picking the wrong option because I just figured that my shot selection might not be quite up to the standard of these ladies.
Oh, well.
Oh, you've got that one.
Yep, she's done well. Oh, she
overrun it.
Yeah, because she's left her the 1 now. She's left her the 1 down the rail. The 4's on. I think she was actually trying to nudge into it so it sort of stuck together and then left her limited shots.
And
But
that
now,
5 is still going to be available as well.
yeah. So yeah, Kenny's still got this ball over here on the side, the 5. The 2's now on. The 6 is on in the middle, over on the left-hand middle. So she's got a lot of options. Can we just have a look at the side shot for a second, please, Chris? Whether or not she lands even here, she can maybe even potentially cut that 6 in the middle. Let's leave this shot. Let's see where she goes. She might try and land on the 2 ball here. See, the pockets are forgiving if you hit them at the right pace. You know, she hit that up the rail, you know, just past that last diamond. And now she's on the 2, no problem. She's looking at the 4. A lot of players, the good players, will try to work in one section of the table, clear it out, so it's not spaghetti pool going up and down, and that's what you see a lot with the amateurs. You know, they're sort of all over the place. They're all about controlling in a specific area.
And also giving herself multiple options, just in case she's just that couple of inches either side.
Yep.
Leaving herself with a couple of different options.
In the heart of the pocket. Very nice. Exactly what you said. She's got an option on the 6. She's got an option on the 3 ball. I don't like the 6. She's too close to it. She'll take the 3. I think it's going to be a very tight match. I think this will be a tight match. I can't see it being a blowout by any means.
So you think 3, 2, 5 and 6 back in the middle?
In the middle pocket. I think she's going to draw back for the 2. And if she goes too far, yeah, she's playing. She might even play the 6 here, but I don't like that because she's going to run into the. Yeah, she's looking at where. See where.
Yeah, I
she's,
thought back the other way.
Yeah, she's looking and going, okay, where's this going to go?
So I'm pointing here to Stuart as to where I mean.
Yeah. Don't mind us, guys. Yeah, she's seeing where she's going to come off the rail with the white ball here on that right-hand side of the table. So she's just playing low on the ball. It's going to be a stun shot. She's going to try and land on that 6. She's just tickled that. That's really nice because that gets slowed everything down for her and slowed the pace. So she'll probably look at either one of 2 things. One, taking the 6 up in the top pocket and bumping into that 9, or taking this ball now and trying to just draw up one rail.
I think either way works at this point. Perhaps maybe the 6 in the side is better, less work.
Well, when she takes the 6, she's going to just drop it in, trying to drop it in, but she could leave herself right up on the top rail, you know what I mean, because of the distance it's going to travel. So she may try to let the cue action go, or be interesting to see which way she plays it, because everyone knows what they're going to do. She knows what she's comfortable with.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You know what shots you're better at, or a higher percentage shot for you.
Yep. The only risk with this, if she just slightly cheats the pocket, she could potentially go in behind a ball or something, or go too far. No. So she's elected to take the long shot, knowing that she's going to come off one rail, probably try and hold it for the black over into the left-hand corner pocket. She played that really nice.
Or a top and around.
Yeah, she could do that. She likes to use the rails.
They both do.
They definitely do, and I think that's that Asian style of playing. You know what I mean? They really do use the rails and try to keep the work. But she still could play a drag shot. No, I think she's going to go around. It looks like she's playing fairly level cue. So I think she's going to go around. Yep, should the way she hit it.
1, 2 rails.
Look at that, very nice shot.
I got one. I picked one.
No, you did well. You did well. You've done fine. And you know what? Sometimes it's not about picking which way they go.
As long as it goes in right.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. So we are one apiece, everybody. So if you're liking the stream, make sure you please share it with all your friends. You can watch us on our YouTube channel and also on Facebook. We'd like to give a great shout out to Delahunty Construction. They are our official stream sponsor. They've signed a contract with APA for the full year. So Seamus Delahunty, I'm not sure if any people know him, but really nice fella, and has signed on to pay all of the exorbitant bills that BeLive, our streaming partner, charges. So that way Chris can pay his mortgage or his rent, afford a Pepsi. Yeah, we don't get him anything. Look after yourself, mate. Buy a nice Rolex. That's not a Rolex, is it? No, that can't be. No. Tommy Hilfiger, bloody hell. We're paying you too much, mate. Seamus, cut the bill. So, obviously, Kenny now is going to break. I think this is really going to go back and forth. I can just see this being quite a...
What's the beauty of the alternate break as well?
Yes.
Maybe not as much of a factor in 8-ball as it is 9-ball, but still...
I think alternate break's better overall, in general.
Absolutely. Well, that's a cracking break.
That is a great break. Bloody hell. Here I was saying the tables are breaking difficult. Yeah. What do I know? Hey, Kenny comes up, bang. There you go. You know it was a good break because the Blake didn't move. It's like it's been kicked off anyway. She's hit it. Sweet. Did you use the magic rack? Do you use the magic rack when you play?
Yeah, I do. I do when I can.
Yep.
Certainly makes a difference.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I think she's going to take the stripes here. That's my guess. She's got those 2 on the top rail. She's got that 10 in the corner pocket. She's got that 9 ball, which is probably a little tricky. Now, she could take the 9 right now into the side pocket and just bump into that 5. And then she's on all those 3 balls up there. But she might just take these 2 off the rails and get them out of there.
I always like just to start on something, just to...
Get into it.
Get into it.
Yep.
Sometimes that slightly harder shot as your first shot.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a thing, but it's a thing for me.
No. I think it is, absolutely. I think it's only when you're at a really high level that you will definitely, if you think that's the match-winning shot right there, you'll take it right there and then. Whereas the rest of us, mere mortals, we want to get onto the balls that we want. We want to get onto the stripes or we want to get onto the solids and secure them. And so potentially it could be taking the easier shot to start off with.
Especially if you favour the bigs over the smalls or vice versa. You really want to get off and running.
Yep. So if I know Kenny, she'll probably play this 1 rail, come up past the 6. But she sometimes goes 2 rails and tricks me. No, she's come up 1 rail. Oh, she tried to hold that for the 9 in the middle. It must be on. Having another look at the other view, we might be able to see where... I can't really see much from that.
If it's on, it's tight.
Yeah. Yep. And, side pockets always tighten up when you're trying to feed one in there.
Well, I don't think the angle is too bad. It's more just if there's enough room between that 6 and the 1.
Yep. I think it's going to be more just drop it in and try to land on the right side of that 10 so that she can play up and down the table to land down here on this 13. Can we have the other view, please, Chris? Thank you. So I think she's just going to drop this in, play this 10 in here, come around the 6, come down here for either the 14 or 13. She's very fortunate because those 2 balls are both on, open.
It's a bit short on that.
Yeah, landed a bit short.
I think she'll be okay, though.
Yeah, she will be.
Just come around off 2 rails?
Yep, the line's going to be coming straight down towards the 13. So she's not going to have not too many problems there, I don't think.
How's the ice in that
that
drink?
Coke?
Just heard that little rattle of the Coke.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I better put some more in there, eh? This is live viewing, everybody.
I learnt something today. The one with the handle isn't the pint, it's the Imperial.
Oh, is it really?
So if you're coming to Adelaide, be sure to order the Imperial.
Okay, so the pint is the one without the handle. Right,
yes.
Okay, good to know.
This is really important pool travelling information,
Yes,
Stuart.
absolutely. I learnt a couple of things. One thing was maybe I need to get a wallet because losing my phone had everything in it. What a nightmare. At the airport thinking, am I going to get on this plane without ID? Oh dear. Lucky I'd checked in.
I had the opposite the other week, that I didn't have my wallet, but I had my phone, and it now has license, credit card, and I was set.
Wow. Well, there is a danger to it, let me tell you. All right, so Kenny's having to stretch a bit here.
It actually looks like she's not going to follow that through off 2 rails.
No, she might come off 1 rail. She looks like she's laming low, and she's going to go in between the 6 and the 5.
Bottom left, yeah. Off 1 rail.
I don't like that. I don't know why. I mean, I think I would just play that natural and go around.
Just worried about in and off or something?
No, there's no in off there. There's no in off.
There is for me.
It's like when you say it to yourself and you think, is it in off, and then you go for it and you go in off.
Miss the 10 by a foot and going off.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's running to the 6, which is fine. That's fine.
It's going to work.
Yeah. She really should be out here.
Well, the orange onto the green, and I'm confusing all the different balls, different numbers, so I think that's the 14.
Yeah, that's the 14 on the left and the 13 on the right. So she'll play this, she'll stun up 1 rail, and she'll just try and come high above the 4.
Yeah, there's a couple of balls in the way. It's not.
Yeah, she's got such a good stroke. She's got a lot of power in her stroke. She'll have no dramas. But the rails have been a bit. I found like the cloth sort of covers it a little bit because it's so fast. But when you hit the rail, sometimes they just die, and you think, what happened? Whereas when you're playing on a diamond table, they're really reactive. So it'll be interesting to see. I think she'll punch into this. She looks like she's going to wind up a bit here. Bang. Oh. Wow, she went around. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, I think she did need to give it a bit to get back on that ball. And as we were talking about before, as soon as you start giving it that little bit extra, that's when you're more likely to miss.
Yep. So, and I think I could see Kenny shaking her head a little bit there as she went back to her seat, knowing that was an opportunity to get another frame up, you know what I mean?
Well, I know with both of them, you miss a shot, you potentially lose the frame, or you're actually very likely to lose the frame. So each shot, each miss, so critical at this kind of level.
Yeah. It's actually all down to errors, really. They can all pop balls. They can all get
all run
position.
out. It's just about making sure you do when it's your turn.
Yeah, that's right. Making less mistakes. So Bean should probably take the 1 here. Just come out for the 6. I don't think there's too many problems here for young Bean. She'll just, boom, yep, there you go, drift down there. Excuse the ice, people. Oh, she's thin that, very fine. So she's going to take the 5 in the side. So she's looking at the 4 ball there, the pink 4. Now she may take the 5, come through, take
through for the 4.
4, then run through a little bit again, and then take the 3 on.
Yeah, because the 3 to the 4 is that little bit harder.
Yep.
But at the same time, the 3 to the black. Let's see what she does.
So the men are down to the quarterfinal. So there's 8 left in the men. So they're all playing at the moment. I don't have the scorecard for that, but I'm sure there's some pretty good quality matches, and then we'll probably have the 2 semi-finals matches running on these 2 TV tables. So let's see what she does.
Looks like she's playing through.
Yep, she's played high on the ball. She wants that to stop. Oh, I think the speed of the table got her there a little bit. But I think she'll be okay. I think she'll just trickle this through again and hopefully not get hooked on that 14, because that's a risk, because there's a bit of distance between the 2 and she's only playing across the rail, you know what I mean? So it just...
No, I don't think a little nudge on the black hurts here, so long as it doesn't go into the rail.
Yeah. Oh, she's stunning. She's digging in a bit. So she's sort of making sure of it. So it's going to be a stun follow here. The punch across. Boom.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. I mean, just
I guess it's just all the way around.
It's just next level. Wow. You love seeing stuff like that because it's like, you know.
Oh, I love watching both of these ladies.
Yeah.
It's always good to learn. Almost 30 years playing.
Wow.
Still learning.
Yeah, we're always learning. Absolutely. You've been commentating for like half an hour and you're still learning. You're doing well, mate. You're doing well. So Bean's just assessing her options here. She's probably going to stun across one rail with inside English, so left hand, so that when it hits the cushion it'll die and it'll sort of hold it on that side. This is all stroke. This is all stroke here. Oh, she's going to go around. She's going to go around. She's going right hand spin. There you go.
No, I think you were right the first time.
Yeah. Oh, well. I just thought the way she was digging into it, I thought she was loading up, but she's played it nice, taking her medicine, taking the long shot. It's interesting. She's sort of stroking, getting ready, knowing that this is actually a bit of a, not a pressure pot, but a pot she should make. Gets up off the ball.
Still a little bit of a tester.
Yeah, of course it is. Nice. Look at that. Heart of the pocket. Very good. All right. Bean takes that one. So it's 2-1 to Bean. To her break. I think she'd be really trying to hopefully break and run on this one so she can sort of put that
Make a little bit of room.
Yeah, make a little bit of space.
It certainly has the capacity kind of game to just go tit for tat, right? If one of them doesn't get a roll on.
That's right. So, you know, can you be sitting there hoping that there's a dry break or foul break or something, or no shot on or something like that? You know, that's what she's really aiming for.
Yeah, anything can happen while it's even.
Yep. Okay, so she's slightly off centre. And she aims low on the ball, but then I think she just brings it up a little bit and the ball pops.
Yeah, the last one didn't pop.
I know.
As much. She didn't quite get hold of it, like I'd seen her play.
Yeah. See, it comes straight back. So she must just draw it straight back.
Yeah, she was popping it playing yesterday in the
Right.
round robin. So
Okay.
I wonder if she's changed it up for some reason, or
Maybe, was it working for her yesterday? Was she making
it
balls?
was working against me.
Yeah. Yeah, but you could have dry broke because it was alternate break. Oh, well, she's made a ball. She's at the table. She's just having a look. Actually, 8 ball is a very, you need a lot of mental focus because not only have you got the 7 balls, but you've got all the interceding balls and your pattern, and sometimes you get caught into, I've got 4 options here, which one do I take? So it takes actually a lot more out of you mentally than, say, rotation pool, because you're only going for 1 ball.
And only playing position for 1 ball.
Yep.
You can only snooker your opponent on only 1 ball. All of those combinations.
Yep.
See, here's one of those tester shots. I think she's going to go in the green.
Yep. In the middle.
7 is blocked. So bigs do look a little better. Only from that 7.
You know, she's run through for the 9 ball. Well, avoided that 5 or 3. I can't quite tell what it is. She'll play this. She's looking at the 11 in the middle. I love it. Bean's telling us what she's going to do. She goes up, lines up. There you go.
Makes it a bit easier in this spot, doesn't it?
This is great. Yeah, we can just sit back now and just watch Bean just direct us. Run a little bit far there. Would have liked that, you know, back about 6 inches. But she'll work with that. I think she was trying to roll through for that 13 to run across for the 15 and then have a shot on the 14. But it's all right. This will open up the black as well.
The pink will go up the top if need be, but she'd like to get rid of that 15 as well.
Yep.
Got 3 different sets of balls at home now. I'm just working out which colour's what at the moment.
Oh, yeah. So you got the Cyclop, you got the Aramis and the Predator balls?
Yeah, so I just got the Predator balls.
Yep.
I like them.
They're nice, aren't they?
And I don't know if this is a professional opinion, but they don't get as dirty. I don't know if I've changed chalks or...
What chalk are you
They just
using?
keep cleaner. I'm using
The Roku or?
the Roku now, yeah.
Yeah, the Roku's really good. I really like the Roku chalk. From Kamui.
Tell you what, you want to hang on to it though. You don't want to lose a...
No, $30 a pop or whatever it is. I think one of the boys at League lost it down the table, and he
lost
rang
one.
me.
I lost one down the table.
Oh,
and
really?
We rescued it
wow.
at Burwood.
Yeah, yep.
In the bar
Yep.
across the road. We lost it, and we thought that the other players may have taken it on the other tables. And you got a piece of chalk by any chance? Found it, poked down the hole with a cue, got it back out.
Excellent.
I'm not leaving that in the table, that's for sure.
Yeah, $40 a pop or whatever they are.
But I had it all season.
Yeah, no, they actually last a long time. Like, I've had a piece of that for 2 years. So, yeah, if you look after it. I've had a few players at League call me, Stuart, I lost my Roku chalk down on the table. Can you organise to get it out? She's trying to nick this in the middle here. Just a nice pocket. Yep, beautiful. Look at that, straight in and comes around.
Oh, it knocks it.
Bumps it. Ooh, tried to promote it.
Didn't quite to get there. I think it will go down the end, but it's going to be a tough shot.
Well, she's going to play.
That's how
That's
she's going
fine.
to play it.
Yeah, she's going to play it down and just run through for the black
Yep.
in the middle. So she's just going to play this to come across.
Come across and
Yeah,
down.
she'll want to land as straight as she can, or on the outside of it, so that she can just run off the rail and not run into the one.
It's not on the rail though. I think she's in a bit more trouble if it was on the rail, but there's a little bit of space, so it
Yep.
should go past the pocket okay.
Yeah, see, she wants to land on the rail. See, if she'd landed too close to the 4, it makes the shot rolling down a little bit further where she runs into the 1.
Yeah, I think you call that sort of like perfect.
Occasionally I do. See, when I talk to you at League, and I say, Leanne, play it this way, you know, if it's not one of your other teammates telling you, not that I'm going to tell you when we're playing, but even if you're practicing, you know, I sort of have an idea. Good shot. Nicely.
I actually
nice
meant
float.
perfect by Bean landing it exactly there. I was saying it was going down that corner as well.
Yeah. No, you did say that. You did say that.
I'm going for about 1 in 5 commentator odds.
That's okay. Better than winning Powerball.
Yeah, I think my odds in poker are probably a little better.
Yeah, you're a very good poker player. I'll never play poker against you. I'd lose my bloody house, I reckon. Is this true? I heard that you sold your unit at Merryweather and you moved. Is that right?
No.
Oh.
No, we were in a unit.
I thought I heard that.
No,
from
we were
somebody.
in a house in Merryweather.
Oh. But you went from the unit to...
Yeah, but 8 years ago.
Oh, my God. Don't mind me, guys. I'm well out of the gossip.
Yeah, no, we haven't moved.
Oh, you haven't moved? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Nice area.
It is nice, and I tell the story of looking for the house and going, oh, this is really nice, and I was really sold on this house. Dave wasn't there. I love this house, and the real estate agent said, oh, I'm really sorry, I haven't shown you the billiard room. And I said, I beg your pardon. And that was it.
David was sold.
That was it.
Oh, that's great.
Fancy loving a house for everyone on this stream or in this hall, and then finding out, oh, sorry, we forgot to show you the billiard room.
Yeah. Hello? Don't you know who I am?
Do you know who you're talking to?
Oh, dear.
It was a lovely surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember when I first bought my first house, it was it had a big shed, and it was like a 6x10 shed, and poor old Marie didn't really have a choice once I saw the shed. No, we're taking this place. Oh, yeah, great little area. Yeah.
Well, Dave wasn't quite sure, and I said, look, well, just wait till you see it. And he's like, yeah okay.
Yep. Sometimes the photos don't do it justice.
But, the Blue Room up at Newcastle. That's, in Merryweather. It's a well-established pool hall in Merryweather.
Yes. Chateau de Haas.
Hotel Haas.
Hotel Haas. Love it. That was a very nice shot by Kenny there. Pulled through, didn't move the balls around. She's peeled off the magic rack like a dirty pair of underwear.
Oh, Stuart.
Getting it off the table.
It's only 4:45.
Hey, come on. It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Oh. Nice shot. She's landed a bit low there. As I was talking about the rails, you know, they're a bit dead. So when you hit them, you have to hit them a bit harder to get them to bounce. Well, it's not too bad really anyway, because she's got the 15 and the 10. So she can take any one of those options.
Yeah.
I think she was
Is
hoping
that
to...
Oh, that's the 2 up there.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was the black for a minute.
Yeah,
but
no, see the black's here on the side.
Yeah,
so
so-
I think she'd like to keep that 15 for that black, because it's sort of on the rail and, you know, shot to shot, but let's see what she does.
she could even hit that 10
Yeah.
if she wanted to just improve her position a little bit, get back into position.
Yes. Yeah, gone slightly out of Aussie there.
Well, it's always nice to have a ball like that there where you've got a couple of hard shots and you've always got it in the
Yep.
bank to
She's
come
played
back
that-
to position.
She's played that very nice. She's landed plumb on that.
And she can hit the green as well.
Yep, she's got options. It's a good thing about 8 ball.
Oh, I've still got that 9 down the bottom as well.
The good thing about the 9 is it can go in either corner pocket. So she can land on either side, but
Yeah, I don't know that you want to be leaving it though as a shot before the black, but she might be forced to.
yeah, well, the black's on this side of the side pocket. So she's tried to draw back for the 9 now, like you said. Just depending. I think I would probably prefer... if I know Kenny, she's going to take this 9 out. Oh. She's looking at where she needs to leave this, so I think there's a little bit of angle there, so she might just draw off
It's a bit tighter for position, but I think better to come off that 14 off the back rail for the black,
yep.
down in the corner.
Yep.
Always prefer to be playing not across the pocket if you can help it, especially when it's close to the rail like that.
Yep. And actually, one thing I learnt from Justin Sage was sometimes you're happy to go for the leave the longer shot on the black rather than try to land on it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, she's played that beautifully. She just wants this to hold up because she doesn't want to be bridging over that black. It just
She's a little straight
Yeah.
here, but I think she'll be okay. Even stunning that, I think there's still obviously a decent shot in the corner.
Yep. It's funny to see Bean get out of her chair and just have a quick look at it, seeing what she's up against. So yeah, she can get
Don't
into
want
this.
to draw it back into this side pocket.
No, if there's an angle, she might even try and tickle off that other ball there, just to slow it. Doesn't need to, draws it back perfectly. Don't go into the middle like Leanne said. Oh my goodness, Leanne. Leanne the prophet. See, that's 3. That's like 3 now. Wow. That was the problem where she just went a little bit too far. On that.
Little too good. Hit it too well.
Yeah. But the shot before, you know, to land on that ball, she just got slightly out of posse. When are you flying out of here?
Not till tomorrow.
Right. Did you have
I
any...
think from experience, you know, Sunday night at the Empire is normally the night you don't want to be flying out.
No.
It's normally the night where it all happens.
Yeah, where it's all relaxing and
Yeah,
letting your
shots
hair down.
time.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but anyway, yeah, okay.
We're at a pool hall. We're playing shots, aren't
Shots, yes, that's true. Yeah, yeah. But I don't think you meant that.
we? Maybe not.
I saw you all over there having shots before.
There may have been.
With Tom Shen.
Tom did happen. I just
You just happened to
I just
sidle
happened to-
sidle
I just
into that group
happened
as the shots
to
came out.
Just trip over near the bar when there was shots of tequila going.
Well, there you
It
go.
was a pure accident.
Pure accident. Completely unadulterated, just pure luck. Just happened to be there. Look at that long bridge. Look at that. Strong. See, Kenny's unfortunately missed 2 crucial shots, and it's cost her frames. It really is, like you were saying before. You make a mistake, you're going to get punched.
Both of these girls are just too good.
Yeah.
You need to be running out and playing safe.
So you've seen these girls play now, right? And you can obviously see that the standard. You know, what do you think our current crop of girls that are around that sort of 400, 500 mark, what do they need to be doing? Do they need to be getting coaching? Do they need to be doing training? Do they need to be taking it more seriously? Or do you think they just don't care and they're just happy to...
Oh, look, I think it's a bit of all of those things, to be honest, Stuart. I think typically the thing that I would say is I don't think enough of the ladies play safe.
Mm.
And they do tend to go for their shots, even if it's 50-50. I think, to play especially against, when you step up to play someone like Bean and Kenny, you cannot leave them a shot. They're not going to typically miss 1 or 2 shots like some of the other
players,
400 kind of players are. So you must play safety. You can't give them 1 single shot. And I think that's the difference when stepping up. You really need to make that assessment between taking your shot and playing safe.
Do you think a coaching like a coaching clinic or something, and like having the likes of Bean and Kenny coming down and working with the girls that want to learn a bit more?
I'd love
instead of guys telling them. Like, I'm thinking about it. I've got to think about the development of the sport and the girls that are currently playing. Like, I always wondered whether or not, because we've got a couple of strong females, maybe APA should go to them and say, look, we want to have a coaching clinic that might be the day before the tournament, you know what I mean? Or it could be the day after the tournament, but depends on where you are, because if you've had all your shots and what have you, you might not be ready to do some serious coaching.
Oh, look, I'd love to do something like that. But, the thing I would also say about the women is that a lot of us have been playing together for a really long time, and whilst we do take our pool very seriously, it's also lovely to see each other. And we've maintained friendships for a very, very, very long time.
You're a tight knit crew, yeah, absolutely. All the girls,
and
it's great.
Sometimes, the part of the reason that we had this huge queue or this huge contingent from New South Wales to come to Adelaide is, we know how good Bean and Kenny are, but we come here to play together, to holiday together, and to hang out and play some pool. So I think that's really important too. But yes, I do love the idea.
Yeah, okay.
I actually think that the standard's getting better too. I think that there's quite a few ladies now that, even though we are getting on a little bit, Stuart, that I think that our standard is improving in the last sort of 5-10 years.
I think
even though we have been playing for a little while.
I think slowly the girls are improving, but I think there could be a pretty significant improvement if you had maybe some other women teaching you a little bit more, rather than men, because I just think that, I don't know, they think differently. You know what I mean? Your anatomy's different. These girls have learned how to break as well, and they've learnt from probably top pros. So ultimately, I think it would be a good opportunity for the ladies that, if they want to learn. I
think with Kenny and Bean's particular style as well, it is, you talked about before, and call it a more Asian style, but I think everyone knows what we mean by playing more off 1-2 cushions.
Yep.
I think it's the kind of style that both these ladies play very well, and whereas I would say a lot of the female players have more of a snooker style. Yeah, because
we're a British colony. We learned playing snooker.
So I think that there is an opportunity with, off 1 and 2 rails and the whole tram lines.
Yep.
I think there is some opportunity for all of us to be more educated in that regard.
Rightio.
So I think that really is the difference that I see in both of these ladies, is their ability to do that.
But they can jump, they can kick, they can do safety, they can do, what's in their kit bag is a lot better than what the current, Kate's a decent player, Annie's a good player, Joey's a good player. Like I've seen these girls progress a little bit. You know what I mean? Obviously a bit younger than perhaps some of the other ladies, but
What are you saying?
I'm just saying that.
Just keep digging.
No, there's no digging here. There's no digging here. Come on, Leanne, be serious, be fair. It's just that they've probably learnt slightly different ways because you girls have been playing for a lot longer.
That's true, and we of course didn't always play on the 9-foot, or
That's
we didn't
right.
always play on the
American
American pool tables.
We all used to grow up on Amata tables when we played pub pools and stuff like that.
We went to Vegas having never played on one.
That's right. I remember I went there with my snooker cue.
Isn't that crazy?
What a great shot. That was a fantastic shot. She's very unlucky there.
Not happy with the outcome, though.
No.
Great pot.
It was a great pot, and she wanted to move it too. That's how good her game is. Sorry, guys, we got on for a bit of a tangent there. We better get back on point. So I'll take it up with Fleur and the rest of the committee, and we'll try to organise something with the girls and organise it at one of the tournaments when you're all going to be coming and do a coaching session with them.
Coaching session at the Blue Room.
No, I want them to do some coaching. Oh, dear. Okay, she's going to take on this pink 4, I think. Having to jack up.
Big shot, especially get on this too as well. Didn't need a plan for that, although it may go up and come off the ball in the middle.
Once again, when you jack up and you got a long shot, or you've got to put a little bit of power into it. We were talking about she landed a shot on the 2, but probably not a potable shot. Now Kenny's got an opportunity here because the balls really are in a decent situation. There's your other half.
Hi, hubby.
You're on mute. You can talk away. You're back. All right. So Kenny's potted that ball. She's going to be taking this one into the corner pocket. Bean Hung is 4-1 in front. If you've just joined the stream, Bean has a Fargo rate of 719 and Kenny has a 609.
So opportunity here for Kenny to run these balls out and then come back with a break to close that gap.
Yep. Yeah, she's definitely in a bit of bother here. And it really all came off a very aggressive shot from Bean to try and dislodge that too, which she did, but just was really unfortunate that it just didn't go anywhere for her to give her a shot. So you're right, Kenny really has a good opportunity here to get this one, break, try and get that. She's only down to 1 frame down.
So I think she might take the 9 here. You really don't want to dislodge that too.
No, I think she's going to go down here and try and whip around. Or she might. She's going to go forward and just come off 1, 2 rails. One.
Soft.
No, very soft.
A bit of soft.
See, yeah, she
right hand side
she
just
aimed
to hold.
Yeah, she aimed a bit higher on the ball, and I didn't realise that it was going to hold like that. Really good shot.
It was nice she put right hand side on that.
Yep.
Quite late.
Do you play much at home?
Look, I do now. With Dave's of course retired. Just comes out of retirement every now and then. But I play a bit now with my league team. We try and have a bit of a hit.
Oh, yep.
In the Blue Room.
How do they find the table compared to the 7-footers?
Oh, they like it.
Bit more space.
It was just not as cramped. It's amazing what a different game it is.
Oh, God, yeah. 2 completely different games. That was actually a bit of a discussion I had with Fargo Raid at one point. I just said, look, I think you need to differentiate between 7-foot play and 9-foot play because they really are two different games. And I didn't lose that. I lost that argument, but anyway, so be it.
You just got that bit more room on the 9-foot. Obviously, the shots are longer, etc. as well, which makes a difference.
Yes.
It's so much nicer to pot on a 7-foot after you've been playing on the 9-foot.
Ooh, she didn't want that.
I think she's going to get away with it though.
Yeah, she has. I mean, she's going to take the 14 up the top, but
It got dicey though.
it did.
It's actually worked out quite well.
Yes. I mean, that actually. I mean,
It puts her in a nice straight shot for the 9.
Yep.
Then the 8.
That's right.
You can come back with that break. Don't want to get too far in front of yourself though. Made that mistake a few times. One ball at a time.
That's it. And you don't want to belt this. You just want to do it pocket pace. You know what I mean? You don't want to overcook it. Good smooth stroke will do the job. There you go. It just drifts it out. Perfect. As you said. Nice try shot on the 9. And off you go.
It's a tiny little bit of angle, but I'm
No,
sure it'll be fine.
She'll just draw out. She'll stun across for the black in the same pocket. Good shot. All right, come on, Kenny. Make it 2-4. Very good, solid.
Nice break here. It's really going to put things a lot closer together.
Yep. Bean will be sitting there going, damn, I missed that shot.
Ruining
Yes,
that opportunity.
Could be. So who's your money on for the men? Justin?
She don't even know who's in. I should have a look. I think that the natural money's on Justin because this is such a great all-round player. I mean, he's missed a couple of the tournaments, but it's because he's been overseas, right?
Yeah.
Playing. So, I think that not to have a bit of a each way on Justin would be a mistake.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
But there's also a number of other players very capable of running out, playing well in their hometown as well.
Yeah, I think Markey and James Georgiadis are both very strong players, and I think there's a couple of other good young players here as well. So definitely, yeah, knowing your home tables, does give you a little bit of an advantage.
Even if it's just feeling comfortable.
Yeah, like the environment. Yeah, you feel comfortable. Actually, it's funny you say that because I nice break. Did you get a ball? Doesn't look like Bean's getting up, so I think she did. It was interesting because I hadn't been down to 10-pin City for about 3 months. And I walked in there one league night, surprise visit, and I just felt really comfortable. Like, it was just like, bang, really comfortable environment and all the rest of it. Very different to the Gal where we play. And so, yeah, being in your home ground advantage, I guess, it's definitely exists.
It's the noise, the atmosphere, the lighting.
Yeah, the lighting's very different here to, say, City Heroes.
Yeah, I found it dark, like not in a bad way, but just different.
Yep, more of a subdued light.
Must be those dodgy Adelaideans. Turn the lights down.
Yep. All right, so Kenny's at the table. You were talking about her really trying to take advantage of this opportunity.
I think she has to. I think Bean's going to be too hard to break. Like 3 frames from the finish post with 2 breaks out of those 3. I think she might be pretty hard to stop. So I think this is a really important frame for Kenny.
Absolutely. I think her problem ball is this one down here near the 7. She's got to be able to dislodge that at some point. I apologise, we can't quite see the colour. I think it's the
7?
Is it the 14? I really want to know what the stripe is, or is it the 10? Doesn't really matter. It's a big, I guess, but it's next to the tan coloured 7 there. So we'll see what she does here. I think she might try to hold this for this 9 ball to punch across into it. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
try and get as close to the rail as she can.
Yeah.
As follow through after the orange, and kick off
Yeah.
with bottom
Yep.
on the 9 to try and dislodge it.
Yep. Just drops it in. Yep. Yeah, so this is her worker. This is what she's planned for. She's planned to dislodge this ball down here near the 7. Yep, she's looking...
Hasn't got a whole lot of angle, but off the cushion is what she's looking at.
Correct. She's looking at where off the cushion does she want to hit that object ball, so she either clears it and doesn't push the 7 in front and kill it anyway. And, you know, that's...
Hit it up the bum, as it were.
Pretty much. She's got to try and miss this ball off the rail. She's got to draw past it. She'll probably use a bit of side on this as well. Boom, boom. See, she's hit it well enough to open it right up. Really, she should be home, but I said that last time and she missed, so I'm not going to say it this time.
It's an important tip, though, and one I'm still learning is, you know, to break them out, to not always just hit on them and hit them out, but actually to nudge them out, hit them from behind, etc., and get that better outcome.
You've got to play them with a bit of authority or a bit of assertiveness, because if you sort of just dolly them and open them up a little bit, you don't know really what you're going to get. But if you open them up with a little bit of pace, you give yourself a better opportunity.
But not always head on.
Correct.
Head on can actually cause you more problems, like she did there from up the bum, as I so eloquently put it.
Yes. And here you were giving me drama about my picking up the delicates off the off the pool table. Okay, so she's come back here. She's going to land on that 10 right now. That's really good. Land right in the middle of the table. That's a pretty big pocket up there too with that 1 ball as well.
Yeah, I think you can squeeze past it.
Oh, she'd come off the rail too, even if she had to. You know, it'll go in clean, but it actually makes that pocket a lot bigger. All right, Kenny, here we go. So if you're liking the stream, guys, make sure you share it. We're live on Facebook and we're also live on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. That helps us build up our subscribers. Maybe we can even get to a point where we monetize and make some money for Rapper. So she's going to go forward here. See how she drove that through with the top for it to, like the natural line was to hit the black, but she played it with drive. Drove straight through the ball and did very well and missed the black very nicely. So she's going to play this, come off 1 rail. She'll probably cheat. I think she might.
Just cheat the pocket a little bit here, Stuart?
Yeah, definitely. She'll cheat the pocket.
It's the safer option, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
Worst case scenario, off the 1?
Yes. Oh, I think she's actually almost going to play for it off the 1 because it allows her to kill the white ball a lot easier with a drag shot.
Just too tight to play it sweet.
Oh, look at this.
Or not.
Just nails it in like it's nothing. What do you mean? What ball in front of the pocket? I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing there.
Now the black's on in this other corner?
Yep. Past the 4 ball? Yes, it is. And that's what she'll play. She'll play this with top, come across 1 rail, potentially bounce off 2, land on the black in that corner where the 4 is. Or the 3, sorry. 4's at the top there. See, the thing is, she wasn't comfortable. She got back up, went back, went back into the shot.
There's a lesson in there somewhere.
Oh, absolutely there is. I see a lot of the ladies just
stay
down.
I should have used it earlier today. I believe there was a black on a hill situation that I might would have.
Yeah.
In a post-mortem situation, I think I'd like that shot again.
Yep. So 1, 2, bang.
Perfect.
Perfect. Go, Kenny. Great shot.
It's a really important frame for her to win.
Absolutely. Okay. Kenny's nailed that in. All right, we're back to 3-4. Bean is ready to blank. Now, Bean wants to pull away here if she can. She wants to break and run if she can. It's a good tight match. It's what we wanted.
If she's able to keep this buffer and get as close to 7 as she can.
Yep. So, question. The girls. When they come to these tournaments, okay, obviously you've told me you all like to catch up, and it's been a while since all of you have caught up.
Oh, absolutely. Certainly going away as well. You know, there's no... Well, none of us have done Vegas. We sort of called Adelaide the Vegas of 2022.
Fair enough. I'm curious, because I don't really get an opportunity to speak to many of the girls. I'm usually too busy running around doing everything, and I don't want to just pick the Fleur, you know what I mean, because as the only female I'm talking to. But do you girls come to play for, like, do you like to have more money in the tournaments for you, or does it might not mean something to you personally, but in the general consensus from the ladies, are they worried about what prize money they win? Is it something that drives them? Or
I think for some ladies it is. For me, no. I don't know that there's ever enough money in it to warrant the trip, to be honest.
Yes.
In some of the tournaments. So for me, it's always about a holiday, catching up with the girls, and a bit of competition. That's a personal thing.
Yep. And what do you hear from the other girls? You all talk.
Look, I think it's different for different individuals. I think there's clearly
Well,
some.
I'm not asking for names.
No, but I think there's favourites in the tournament that are coming here, and the prize money is going to be super important.
Of course.
And then there's people such as myself that I'm going to have to play with an A++ game to beat Bean, right? So
yeah, she's going to have to play a D game, really.
Yeah, she has to play a D game. I need to play a A++. So so it's not what I'm here for.
So it doesn't drive you.
But at the same time, the tournament is made up by a group of ladies. You need to have everybody with A, B, and C games here to have a tournament. And what I again love to see in this one was 20 girls. It was great.
Yeah.
Really excited about meeting a few new ladies as well, and really having a healthier tournament, really.
Yeah. Oh, look, I want to get us to where we're having a field of 32. That's really the ultimate goal, is having a good field of 32. I've been trying to recruit some of the snooker players to come in and have a go. It's quite difficult, you know what I mean? Because you've also got, like, even if a good snooker player, like Jess Woods, lovely girl, great snooker player, contact her and say, hey, come along and play. You don't think she's not going to do a research? Who are the top 9-ball players? Oh, these two. Watch a few videos. No, I'm not going against that because I don't know the game well enough. And, even Lyndall came out of a bit of a hiatus to come and play in this event. And, Lyndall was number 1 for many years. But, Kenny and Bean are cut above, really.
Well, I think it's also just, games that people play all the time obviously makes a difference as well. Look, I think that the round robin was a good thing for the girls, but also just those higher numbers. And when you have higher numbers, you don't necessarily run into some of these ladies in the first and second round. And when you have the really small numbers, that's what happens.
Yeah,
so I think bigger numbers. I think that the race length was reasonable. I loved having the round robin, and it's really because if you're going to make a trip interstate,
want to get some
more games the better.
Yep.
And the more ladies you get to meet, the better.
Yep. So Bean's dislodged the black, removing the magic rack out of the way. She's probably going to stun up here, and she's looking at where she needs to land for that 14, so she's going to stun up. She might even nudge the black here. She's just drawn up between the black and the 3. And she's going to run off one rail, come out, I'd say, for the black in the same corner. Sorry, the black in the corner pocket, the left-hand corner pocket. So this should put Bean 5-3 up in a race to 7, which will give her that little 2-game buffer with Kenny to break. Ooh, she's actually come off the rail a bit dead there. This puts us a little bit more pressure on this shot. Yeah, she was just thinking about her stroke there, thinking it did go through a bit further than what she was hoping, which it didn't. So here we go. This is all about accuracy, and just believing in your stroke and just rolling, knocking it in. There she goes, knocks it in. She's 5-3. Kenny Terza to break. Well, Kenny Chandra, sorry, should I say. Terza is her middle name. So, let's have a look at our other slide there, I think. Give our sponsors a quick shout out, giving us their support. And I'm looking forward to having Barry come on. All right, so Kenny's had a break. And Leanne has returned. My sidekick for this ladies' final. It's a race to 7. Kenny has made a ball off the break, and she is trying to close the gap. She is 5-3 down against Bean Hung, regarded as probably the top female in Australia. Has a Fargo rate of 719 and is in currently the top 4 in the world for Fargo rate for women.
Well, this really is must win for Kenny.
Oh,
this frame.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, speaking pretty obviously. Obviously, it's still possible, but I think with the break in the game that Bean has, Kenny knows that she needs to land this frame.
Well, we talked about it before, at the end, before that other game, that we said that, Bean's more than likely just a break and runny, go back to two point buffer, and she did. Didn't fail. So
I was only gone to the bathroom for 30 seconds, and she was done.
Yeah. She looked back looking for you, but then she went, I've got to keep shooting, sorry. So
doesn't take long for these frames to be done.
No, absolutely. No, they're very good. So I think Kenny's going to take that 5 ball, probably just bump 3 a little bit and then land on that 1, which is near that 14.
That 1 looks pretty clear. So
yeah, it looks clear.
But 3-1.
Yep. Depends on how the 3 lands. No, she hasn't even touched it.
No.
So
okay.
she's going to take the 1, the 3.
Use it to get back down to the 7 instead.
Yeah. So she'll stun this 1, take the 3 down, run through, on the 7, on the 6, black in the side pocket. That way she doesn't have to worry about moving any of this traffic. She can just leave it all alone.
Yeah, I think you're right, because the 7's the nicer ball to get back to the black in the corner, but I think you're just going to have to play it the other way. Yep. Take your medicine. I think I've heard someone say that already.
We've said it a few times. She's just looking at what line she's going to be looking on the 3, where she wants to land. Looks like she's slightly low on this one, so she might go off the rail, like the top rail.
Off the top rail and back?
Yeah, she's putting the extension on, so she's, we'll see if she's playing high on the ball or low on the ball. That'll tell us what she's going to be doing. She looks like...
Lined low and then...
Yeah, I know.
More medium.
Yeah, that's right. So she's just going to roll.
Play it through.
Yeah, just play through off the rail. Yep. She doesn't want to go behind this ball.
That's tight.
Oh, look. That was the problem, right?
If you hit it full on, face on, you're okay. Look, I think she's still got the 6.
Yeah,
but it's obviously a much tougher shot.
God, yeah. Well, it's not the only shot she's got. The thing is, if you notice that shot, how it came off the rail, because she was stretching, she's put a bit of unintentional left on it that's dragged it over to that other side of that 10. When it's hit the 10, hit it on the wrong side of it, she's done. The plan's gone up in smithereens. Now she's got to reassess. And that's what a lot of the better players do, is they go, okay, I've stuffed up, but okay, I've got to reassess.
Well, the good news is you can now play the 7-8, which is, obviously the ball.
Yep. It's a fine
half
nick.
glass full, Stuart.
Yeah, that's it. Very good. Did you see the trophies?
I haven't had a good look at the trophies.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Fleur might have them somewhere. I don't know where the trophies are.
I think they were over on that table earlier.
They were over there somewhere. They might have tucked them away. They're really nice looking trophies. So she's playing this with inside English here. So she wants to nick it fine. Beautiful shot. She wants to get past that
Oh,
Let's look at it. Look at it roll off a bit.
oh, that's
Bump.
oh, that is
my
so
God,
unlucky.
That's sick. Oh dear.
Of all the places that could have landed.
I know. Even Beans like put her head down. Like she knew that was a great shot, and she's going, "Oh my God, that's horrible."
It played it at the pace that even if it went long, you can still play it up in the corner. That's really unfortunate.
You know what she's going to do? Do you know what she's going to do? I know what she's going to do. I've got a guess.
Do you have to
Put you on the spot?
double it in the side?
I think she's going to kick off this bottom rail here, come down here and play the 3 and try and knock it into the side pocket.
You're not off the. Yeah, I suppose if you go off the side, it's just not quite enough room, and then you might snooker yourself behind the other couple.
Well, yeah, because I mean, obviously the white ball's coming down this line, so you're going to be hard pressed getting onto the 7. She very well might come across this way, directly across.
Yeah, that's what she's looking at. But I think you might be right. But she's looking at that shot that I was talking about.
I think.
But I think I'm worried about the white ball behind those 2 balls, so she might switch.
I also think too that with the training that they've had and the style that they have, they tend to go for the natural throw with 2 rails, you know what I mean? So they're following the line. But
the tram lines, as it were.
Is that what you call it, is it?
It's what I've heard them called before.
Oh, okay.
That the diamonds connect to be tram lines. So I've got to sort that stuff out.
Parallel lines, yeah, pretty much. She's looking at trying to come off that side rail and dig in with the right-hand spin to try and come along and maybe plant it into here, into this side pocket where she's standing. She's looking whether or not she can get enough past that ball. I think she's going to go up and down like I thought. I just think she's weighing it all up and going, what's my best option?
Well, I think the danger is getting snookered. Even if you do make this fantastic double, you might be snookered. Whereas
she's going to go 2 rails here. She's splitting the difference. So she's going to go 2 rails. I think she's going to come off 1.
Yeah, looks
2,
like it.
1, 2. She's putting right hand spin on it.
Not a shot I've got on my repertoire, that's for sure.
Boom, boom, and she's missed it. And the thing is, these cushions have been spreading wide, and that's why she missed it. She won't be happy with that. She's just given that frame to Bean, you know. Bean's relentless.
I thought she may have tied up that 7 for a moment, but it's...
Yeah. And sometimes, too, that can be where, like, she was really up against it, right? Not only was she unlucky to get hooked on the first time, but then get hooked on it the second time after making a really good shot. She was in a situation where it was pretty much make and break. Even if she chose to do a deliberate foul and tie up some balls, she's in a lot worse position than Bean, because Bean's got 5 or 6 balls on the table and she can do anything she wants, you know what I mean? Not that Bean's not capable of running out, we all know she is, and she can break and run it pretty much almost at will if she breaks well, but...
It's just having options.
Yeah, whereas poor old Kenny there, she was really restricted.
That was really very unlucky.
It was. Especially on that second shot. The first shot, not so much, because, as I said, I think she stretched and put unintentional side on it, but, you know.
A foot either way off 2 or 3 rails. It's not much in that. Not even a foot. But I think Bean's going to take advantage here and make her pay.
Oh yeah, stuns across. She'll probably look at taking the 11 here.
It makes sense to clear the pocket.
Yep. She could just draw straight back if she wants. One rail, kicks off with that delayed side, lands beautifully on that 15. That's what she'll do, she'll just play that, and then she's looking at where she's going to land for that 11 or 13 or whatever it is, I can't quite tell the colours.
The striped one.
The striped one, yeah, over the pocket almost. It's sort of got a bit of a subdued light even on the tables, if you know what I mean, like it could be a bit brighter. from my older eyes. So she'll just play this up off the bottom rail. I thought she was going to come a bit higher on that, but that's all right.
Not ideal, but you can
No,
probably just
yeah.
come under it and off the
Yeah.
cushion, 2 cushions.
I think what she'll do is she'll go up past the black, put the black into the corner pocket. All right. Ooh. Yep.
She was carrying that 2 cushion shot.
Yep.
She'll be all right.
Oh, she's just got to cut this in. I know. I'm just saying she should just cut this in. I'm not, but you know, it's not that hard a shot for her. You know what I mean?
I think black in the middle here.
Yeah.
The white's going to be bottom cushion as well, even if she did happen
To miss
did
it.
miss.
Yep.
It's a
Two-way.
bit of a 2-way shot.
Yep.
I don't think it leaves Kenny with a whole lot of options regardless.
Mm.
I guess there's the snooker behind the 7, but we'll see how she hits this black.
Yep. Has Barry turned up? Barry Jenner? Barry Jenner. Okay, can you message? Have you?
And nails it. And
Wow.
Nails it. So Bean on the hill
Okay, all right.
with the break.
Yep. Kenny's just got to sit back and wait. Really, that's all she can do. She's probably pretty annoyed that she's been sort of stiffed on that shot. You know, she would have probably liked to have been going in at, you know,
Oh, absolutely.
5-4. You know
and
what
you
I mean?
put a bit of pressure on the opponent as well.
Yeah.
Right? When you do have a tighter match, you just put that little bit of extra pressure on. So you know, you have to play well, and there's something a bit more liberating about being a little bit in front and having that little bit more room to potentially miss a ball, I guess.
Yeah.
That you don't have when it's a bit tighter.
Well, let's see if she pops this or she just draws it straight back like she has with all the other breaks. Oh, into the middle. All right. Well, Kenny has an opportunity. It's like she gave it a bit more than she normally has. You know, she liked just a little bit of control. And, you know, she's a good sport. Just grabs the white ball out for her opponent. Removes the magic rack.
She's a good sport, Bean. She's lovely to play. Lovely lady. I mean, she's obviously an absolute machine at the game, but she's very nice to play, even if it is just sitting back and watching her run racks.
Yeah. I mean, half the blokes could probably learn something off her or Kenny. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, that's their style of play. It's very good.
There's not that arrogance, though. That's what I mean. You know, they're nice to play for the ladies as well.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. That's what I was trying to say about the coaching idea. Is just that you have them, you might take it on a bit more rather than a bloke telling you. I just love watching the girls play. Like any girls, but I like seeing them participating. Remember when we played back in the day when there was Tammy and Kathy and Anne Green was, you know.
She's sitting back over my left shoulder.
Is she?
You know,
yeah.
dragged her out of retirement.
Oh, yeah. You did you?
Oh, there she is,
There she
watching
is.
the game.
Yeah, she's over there watching it. I mean, she was one of the big guns back in the day. I wonder what she would say about, you know, the Tammys and the Kathys, about how they compare against these girls. You've played amongst those girls as well.
Yeah, it was a very long time ago.
It was
Stuart.
back in Vegas, and yep, playing out of the family inn. Oh my God.
More the family in than Vegas. I think they'd I've been going to Vegas for a long time. I think they sort of went to Vegas even before I did.
Well, that's when you were making all your poker millions, wasn't it?
Family Inn would be where I know those ladies from.
Yep. Look at that, draws it back nicely. I personally think whilst no disrespect to those girls, those ladies, these girls these days, I don't know, I just think there's just a different level. Just the way they stroke the ball, the way they come off 3 or 4 cushions. When we were playing on a Marta table, 7-foot bar tables with square pockets, and it wasn't quite the same, it's not quite as open, a little bit more tactical.
It's a different game, and that's what I was saying before about a lot of the ladies that play have that more snooker, even though they haven't all played snooker, they've got more of that snooker style, whereas Kenny and Bean bring that real 9-ball. Oh, and we've got a miss there. That's unfortunate for Kenny. That was her opportunity.
Even Bean was like, bad, shame, you know what I mean? So, what's a shame?
But it's just that different real 9-ball game, right?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to bit of side, but it's really using the cushions, coming off 2-3 rails,
kicking,
getting that line on the ball,
jumping, everything. Can't even remember if we used jump shots back in the day on the Amana tables. I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
I think they started coming in when we were going to Vegas. I think that's when the jump cue started coming into Australia back in the 90s. But
I remember when there was only 1 or 2 ladies that jumped. There's now quite a few.
Probably have a Dave Reljic QRL cue in their bag.
A Kanga or
a QRL.
QRL,
that's what it was, yeah.
The kangaroo jump cue.
Yeah. Dave was a great player. Retired now, but yeah, great player. All right, Kenny, you're back at the table. You've been given not much of a lifeline, really, but
I'd still rather have
a shot
than no more.
Yeah, than shaking hands and saying thank you very much. So she's going to the jump cue. She's going airborne. She's going to go for that 4 in the side pocket. So she's just got to get over the edge of that 11 and the black. She's very good at jumping. Mate, that's unbelievable. That's caught the knuckle. Oh, she's tucked it in there. Oh, dear. I think Bean just went down and looked at that 13-10 or whatever it is and was working out what was on in that corner pocket.
Look, I think that they both are. Is it? But that 15 is behind the 9, though, isn't it? I guess though the 9 is her ball, right? So
yeah.
She can move it.
Yep.
I was thinking it was the 1.
Yeah, she must have known they were wrong because she's just played just gently down to them. So she's going, yep, I know they're on. It's always harder when you're on the hill to win, to put them to the sword and finish it off, and not give them too many shots.
Did I mention that black I missed on the hill today?
You did. That's the second time.
There's another one to go. That was just
that was
Anne of Green Tables.
Anne of Green Tables. Yes, that's true. What's she going to do here? Do you think she's going to... I think she'll take that... she's lining up that 10 ball.
I actually think that that 14 might be just behind...
Oh, it's a 14, is it? Sorry.
Just behind the 4 there, Stuart.
Okay. She's come around 2 rails. Didn't want to hit that 3, but it'll work.
I was going to see who could play it up the table, but I guess she'd probably just knock it out.
She'll stun into it and open them up.
And then probably sit nicely on the 9.
Correct, yep. So she's just going to promote it slightly and, land on the 9 more than likely. Oh, Kenny, you've got another lifeline.
And it's a good one.
It is a very good one. She can.
Is there all Bean's balls there in the cluster, but Kenny just has the 3, 5 and 3, 1. Oh, gee, I can't see.
3, 1, 6, 7.
The 6 on the cushion is probably
Yeah.
the only
Tricky one.
tricky one, but I'm sure she can.
She'll manipulate
that
this.
out?
Yeah, she'll manipulate this to take that frame. Runs through.
I hope so. I think these two have clearly been the standout ladies in the tournament, so I think a nice close match would be appropriate for the event.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You'd like to see him fighting it out to the end. You know, don't give up.
I don't know that either of these ladies have give up in them,
No,
which is good.
I don't think they do at all. I mean, these ladies, they play the men for money. You know, they pick bunnies like me. Oh, I'll play you for money. How much money you got in your pocket, Stu?
Yeah, I don't know that I'd play you at pool. I might offer you a game of poker.
Well, how about we pick 3 things, so there's a chance to sort of even
I can't
up.
play darts either.
Well, I'm not very good at darts either.
Yeah, but I can't even hit the board.
Oh, okay. So we've got to pick something we both are okay at. So poker's your thing. Pool, I'll probably have the edge on you. And then we've got to pick something else. And it's not shots or anything like that, okay?
Oh, red wine drinking.
Oh my God, I don't drink wine. Never have.
Well, even better. I'll win that.
Yeah, you're
that
different.
hands
Yeah,
down.
you're ahead. I'll do bourbon, you do wine. Okay. Kenny, just going to do a soft draw of this. Yep, stun it off the rail.
There you go, perfect.
Yep, she'll run through. And she's got a couple of options here. She's looking for the black in this corner pocket on the right-hand side. She put her hand on the table where she wanted to line up. She's looking at it. She's sort of seeing it in her head, you know, before she
Seems
gets...
fairly natural.
Oh yeah, it does. But I like the pre-shot routine. You know what I mean?
I think
That's what a lot of the...
it's a thing. That's a thing, right? Because sometimes when you're undecided where to put the next ball, of course, you end up right in the middle.
Yeah,
That's
50-yard line. Yeah. Look at that smooth stroke, lands nice. Bean will be a little bit miffed because she's got a plane to catch at 6 o'clock or 6:30 or something. So
Well, I hope she's leaving at 6 as opposed to actually catching the plane at 6, because she might be.
I think it's about 6:30.
She might be in a bit of trouble at 5 p.m.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. She's probably a bit miffed. She want to probably take that one and get it over and done with. But Kenny's.
A bit of a shake of the head there.
Yeah. Hey, here we go. So, well done, Kenny. So it's 6-4. Kenny's breaking. So
Well, I feel I need to repeat my commentary again here, but clearly, well, I guess Kenny has to win this, right? Because Bean's on the hill.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
No more chances.
That's it.
Do or die now.
Oh, yeah. She needs a break and run here. Bean's probably hoping for either a break and run. Bean's obviously hoping for a break and run or a dry break, one of the two. She doesn't want her to get in there and have a tactical battle and take half an hour. She wants to be boom, in, out, done. Thank you. Shake hands, take photos. Bye-bye. I'm on my way home.
I don't know that rattled isn't the word, but Bean's starting to look a little uncomfortable. Maybe it's the flight.
It's the flight. Seriously.
The flight in an hour.
Yeah, correct. I honestly think that's what it is. She's obviously trying to be polite and play the tournament and all that sort of stuff and do it all right and give respect to her opponent. But unfortunately,
she's out of the seat quick.
Kenny's gone in off on the break. So that's, honestly, I hate to say it, but I think she's going to take stripes because that 4 and 7 are a bit of an awkward thing. Okay. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think she'll take the solids. I think she'll take the stripes. The stripes all look pretty much open. She does have those 2 balls in the rail. She'll probably want to get rid of them quickly. But that 4 and that 7 make the solids not the option.
I think either of them are doable, though.
Oh, yeah, but I'm looking at path of least resistance, not having to do anything, not having to move any of the balls around or anything, just follow your lines.
Sure, and she's obviously got the ball in hand to start off with,
Yep.
right? So she can get rid of those
Wow,
trouble balls.
She's taking the solids.
Yeah, I think the 5 and the 7 are okay, to be honest. I mean,
Oh, you mean the 4 and the 7? You think they're on?
sorry, yeah, I think they are.
Okay. Well, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she likes them better because of the 2 on the rail.
Because of the 2 on the rail, the
Yep.
15 in particular, I think.
But I think if with ball in hand, I would have been confident in taking that myself. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like just running it down that way and then sort of. But she's a 720 Fargo, so she knows.
I think they're on.
She'll probably take
3-1.
3-1. Yep. Come back down the table. So you're going to poker tonight?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Right, okay.
The casino's closed for poker on a Sunday, would you believe? So that's...
What?
Yeah, we haven't quite worked that out, but
Okay.
there is some poker rooms with cash tournaments, so
Right.
we're looking at
So
at
you
doing
and
that
you
this
and
evening.
Dave?
Yeah, I think a few others are going to
Right.
play as well, maybe George Jane, for example. But,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think George has got his business in the poker scene. Nice shot.
So I guess she's not going the 3 and the 1.
No, she might be leaving that to the end and leaving the 1 to get on the black. She might clear these 2 out. I don't know. Just depends.
Or just clear one of them.
Yeah. One at a time, yeah. Sorry, yeah, I agree.
Oh, it's one at a time, obviously.
Looks like there's a few matches going on over
I
there.
don't know about that. I think I would have liked the 3 before, but I guess hindsight's a wonderful thing when she's not quite straight on that 3.
Yeah, she slightly overcooked that last shot, so she's slightly out of posse. So she's probably forced to take on a slightly tougher shot on the 3 now. And she's looking at that line going, do I draw back on this and draw back for the 3?
Well, the challenge here is that 1, right? So you want to be straighter on the 3 so you can get that 1 out without any trouble or running into those bigs.
She's going for the 4 here, going around behind it all, I think. 1, yep, come up between the black and the 11.
That's a nice shot.
Oh, yeah, it's a great shot.
Yeah,
Wouldn't like to be bridging over that 9 if I didn't have to be.
No, I think she's straight enough though, and if she
Yep.
just comes off that side rail,
Yep.
she'll be okay.
She's going to roll through here. Oh,
Ooh.
Bean. That's an uncharacteristic miss from her.
That's a miss your flight shot, that one.
That's a, can I have a delayed flight? Can I have a late flight, please? Wow. Okay. So, 6 o'clock, eh? That's at least another, 45 minutes away?
Yep.
Right.
But it's not a tournament, so I think you can sort of go
roll in and...
whatever time. I sort of had this unexpected commentary gig.
Yep, well, you know, I twisted...
I can't leave now.
I twisted your arm. Dave's looking at me, giving me an evil eye. I wanted to go to poker, mate. What are you doing? Nah, well, it's ladies' final. It's good to have another of the ladies that played in the tournament lending their voice. Here goes Kenny. She'll be taking that 14 in the side. So our next event's going to be in July, which is the National 8 Ball, which neither of these ladies is eligible to play in.
Ooh.
Oh, Kenny.
Oh, Kenny.
Kenny. She must have heard me. Oh, dear. Well, I think...
She didn't leave herself that great on
No.
the bigs, even if she did nail that
Yeah,
shot.
she had the
but
9, but that was about it, really.
So certainly didn't go as planned, but not particularly great options for Bean either. Can she see the 3?
I think she can, yeah. She's
Yeah,
getting
she's
down on
lining
it.
up like she can.
Yep, she's looking at it. She's looking at where she's coming off. If she's going to go into the 1, off that, you know, like she's got to work that out because that 1's in a little bit of a tricky situation. She might try and draw across to there. So she might try and put some draw on, or stun off that bottom rail and come up and leave her on the short side of the 1 and go across.
I guess going into it's
There's also another option.
is a little risky, but
Because she could
obviously
push.
the draw shot's a lot harder. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe not for Bean.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm struggling with this length of the table draw.
Yeah.
Bottom left.
Yep. So she's looking at it. Even if she does run it into the 1, she's always got the 7 to come back onto the 1. So she's going back and forth, but that's not a bad thing. Well,
Certainly rather get rid of it now. Certainly the plan.
Yep.
Not a gimme by any stretch.
Where did you guys stay?
At the Stanford.
Plaza?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
Quite a lot of us did then.
Yeah, really, really close.
Yeah, very close.
Like less than 100 metres around the corner.
Yep. So it's like I suppose a 1 minute brisk walk and a 5 minute stumble.
It's not even KFC to City Heroes.
Yeah. And it's
in the city. It's not even that far.
But it's a nice stumble back.
I wouldn't know anything about that, Stuart.
Not at all. Look at that shot. See, she drew across the 1 rail and went on the short side of the 1. It's a great shot.
Well, just play the percentages, right?
Yeah. What? How many shots will you have?
Played the percentages in terms of getting on the 1. Knew that it was a bit of a maybe. If she doesn't hit the 1,
Yeah, she's still got the 7 if she needs it.
She's still got the 7, but this was just a percentage play, and she took it. So and I guess when you've got all those shots in your kit bag, you've got those options.
Correct. She's going to play this a little bit aside just to help straighten it up and just bring it down 1 rail. There you go. Park it in between
them. Black only goes in one of the corners too.
Yep. She might.
She's going to draw this.
Goes under the 9 as well, I think.
In the middle?
Yeah, I think it does, but she's going to draw it. You're spot on. Although she might do a soft draw and just come down below it and go in for the side pocket there. Under the 9, so, oh well.
Up the top?
Up the top as well. So she's got 2 options there. But I think she'll just draw this straight back. Like you said, come back, hit the 9. Plum. Oh, she might make a flight. She might be out of here so fast, who knows?
Tuck that trophy under her arm and she's off.
Yep. There she is.
Well done.
Well done, Bean.
Congratulations,
Bean. Fantastic.
Nice close match. Great match between these two.
It was. Thank you very much for joining me, Leanne, in commentating that match.
I'll go play some cards and enjoy the men's.
Yes, absolutely. Make sure you log in, share the post, everything with everyone. Thanks, guys. We're going to cut the stream now. We'll have the men's on fairly soon. We're just waiting for when that comes on. So we'll keep YouTube going, but we'll cut the Facebook stream, guys, and we'll be back soon. Thank you.
Thanks.